Okay, so if the solution is hypotonic, that means the solute concentration is lower outside the cell. Or was it the other way around? I don't know. Okay, think about it logically. Osmosis says that water moves. Ugh, come on, I just read this last night. I can't remember anything. Oh no, what if I fail this exam? Then I might fail the class. What am I gonna do?
If you're a student, chances are you've had to grapple with test anxiety at one time or another. But what is it about taking an exam that makes our heart race and our hands sweat? Sure, exams are important and you want to do well, but sometimes our mind blows up the perceived threat of a test to where it can feel like life or death, even though you aren't in any real danger. Why is that? Well, we can all thank a little structure deep in our brain known as the amygdala. The amygdala is responsible for regulating our fear response, which is important for us to be able to recognize danger and can even serve as a general motivator. However, if this little guy goes into overdrive, it can be detrimental to our test performance. For example, anxiety can make it difficult to get adequate rest, suppress our appetites, and jumble our thoughts. So what can we do about it? Well, lucky for you, I've got 3 great tips that are sure to quell your anxiety and promote a better state of mind come test time.
Tip number 1, deep breathing. Scientists have shown that by taking several deep breaths, we can sort of hijack our nervous system to relax by signaling to our vagus nerve, which in turn lowers our heart rate and suppresses all those jittery symptoms you may be experiencing. The general rule of thumb is to take 10 deep and slow breaths in a row. Tip number 2, avoid caffeine. Whether it's a cup of coffee, tea, or an energy drink, do yourself a favor and save it for after the exam. Intake of caffeine releases adrenaline into our bloodstream, causing our heart rate to spike and our blood pressure to increase, which, you guessed it, contributes significantly to symptoms of anxiety. Tip number 3, positive self-talk. Oftentimes, test anxiety can cause us to pose a lot of negative what-if questions to ourselves. What if I open the exam and go completely blank? What if I didn't study enough? These kind of thoughts can make it really hard to keep ourselves cool and collected during examinations. Fortunately, there is a remedy. Science shows us that implementing routine, positive self-talk mantras not only make us feel better, but can help us assert control over our racing minds. Try phrases like this.
I studied hard and I know the material. I'm relaxed, confident, and in control of this moment. This one exam does not define me.
The best part is, the more often you do it, the more effective this technique becomes.
And in control of this moment. Test anxiety can feel overwhelming sometimes, but the beautiful thing is, we're not helpless to stop it. The next time your amygdala is acting up, just stop, take a deep breath, put down that cup of coffee, and remember, you've got this.